Fellas, in today's video, we're going to cover the top 5 team ups currently in Marvel Rivals. What is a team up? It's when you have an anchor. In this case, we have Hela, who gives a bonus ability to Loki and Thor. Whenever Hela gets a kill, Loki and Thor will either get bonus health or come back from the dead. So with that covered, let's hop into it to see what are the best team ups presently in Marvel Rivals. Now starting off with Guardian Revival. This is without a doubt the best team up in the game. And then on top of that, the characters themselves make it even more worthwhile. So what happens with Guardian Revival is Adam himself every 2 minutes has the ability to come back to life once he dies at full health. He gives that ability to both Mantis as well as to Star-Lord, so if they die, they could come back to full health at a spot of their choosing, or they can just die and respawn. And they can do this every 2 minutes. What that means is during a team fight, you have 9 heroes that you effectively have to kill in order to get to a point or to push an objective, as opposed to the 6 that would be on your team. And one of the best things about this as well is if your team happens to be swallowed by a Jeff and Adam dies prior, he's able to revive, and then he can use his ultimate to revive the whole team, neutralizing that ultimate. It goes the same thing with Mantis and with Star-Lord. They can use their ultimates as well, especially if they're super close to having it but then die off. It makes them very, very hard to kill and hard to win the fights, and having that ability every 2 minutes is completely broken. This team up, as of Grandmaster at the moment, has a win rate of about 66%. It's not one of the most commonly picked team ups because you have to deal with a Adam and a Mantis, but both of them got buffed recently, making them pretty decent picks overall. And then next up we have Ragnarok Rebirth. We did cover this one in the example, but just to further clarify, Hela, who is a strong character at the moment and has been pretty much since the game came out, if she gets a kill, Loki and Thor, both of them together, will get either bonus health or come back from the dead. If Loki's dead and Thor's alive, Thor gets bonus health, Loki comes back. All she has to do is get a pick. It has a 64% win rate. It is a disgusting team up. With Loki, who's one of the best supports at the moment, with Hela, who's one of the best DPS at the moment, and with Thor, who in my opinion is one of the best tanks, but not a good soul tank. Thor's very aggressive. If you haven't played him, spend some time on him. You'll have a lot of fun. But this is probably the second to best team up within the game for how overpowered it is. Because again, Hela is easy to get kills with. And if she can bring back a healer as well as a tank, there's nothing more that you need. It's a passive ability, so no cooldown on it. It is disgusting to have. Meaning your priority needs to be kill the Hela, who is going to be in the back with the supports and has abilities to get away and is super strong. So good luck with it. Next, we have a team up that we don't see as much anymore, but is still very strong. That is Storming Ignition. Whenever you have a Storm and Human Torch on your team, if the Human Torch throws his ultimate ability at the Storm, who's ulting as well, this creates a disgusting fire tornado, as well as has Human Torch's fire tornadoes. What this does is produces a ton of damage that could kill people through support ultimates. You do have to have some sort of strategy to get the timing on that done, whether that's use a mic or ping that you have your ultimate available. It has a win rate of 61%, and then on top of it you have Human Torch, who is an incredibly strong DPS at the moment, and Storm, who's been a very strong DPS since sometime in Season 1, I believe. She's a little choppy for a point there. However, this does mean that these two ultimates need to be used in conjunction, although they can be used separately, that's not a problem. That is 2 ultimates that are effectively taken out of the game until a certain point. It's very strong, very useful, but it is a little bit tricky to get the timing down, and the situation to use it is a little bit odd, which is why they're only at number 3. The next step, we have the Symbiote Bond. We know that in the next while, Jeff is going to be part of this. He's going to have a team up with Venom for some sort of ability. What that means for Spider-Man and Penny, we don't know at the moment, whether it's just a bonus person or something changes. But for now, we are looking at what is available. That is when you play Venom, who is a fantastic tank to have. He gives Spider-Man and Penny a team up that does incredible damage, allowing Spider-Man to more easily get picks, and gives Penny some invincibility. Same with Spider-Man. For Penny, honestly, it's not so much. Having some type of invincibility, of course, is always good and does not back. But with Spider-Man particularly, what this does is gives him an ability to more easy get picks. Sometimes he's able to go in, get some good damage in, but then he has to get out. Having this ability means every 30 seconds he's able to go in and more easily secure a kill. And that's fantastic to have when trying to eliminate the squishies or the supports in the backline. This has a win rate of 61%, so it's very, very good to have, especially if you happen to ban Namor. Not that Penny makes this team up worse, but because it's available, it kind of lessens the overall value, I believe, in my opinion. If it was just Venom and Spider-Man, that'd be something else. Venom himself, he gets no bonus out of it as he's the anchor. I believe he gets bonus health though for the time being, because right now he has 800 health and that's kind of ridiculous. But the main thing here is that it gives Spider-Man that team up, and Spider-Man is incredibly difficult DPS to kill anyways, making this a very good combo, not needed, but a nice bonus to have. And it is an ability that they do use every 30 seconds, which is why it's not as high as some of the other ones that are the passive. And then last up, honestly, is a very tough call, because we have the Fantastic Four, where Invisible Woman, a super common pick, can give the Thing a very good common pick, Mr. Fantastic, a very, very good common pick, and Human Torch, another very good common pick, bonus to Overshield. It does have a timer on it every 20 seconds or so that you can use it, and they get Overshield. It's not the best, but it allows the heroes to have a little bit more sustain while they get back, and it's just one anchor that boosts 3 people, which is absolutely disgusting for a team up ability that is honestly really, really good. This, I think, is one of the best team ups presently in the game, and it's one that's very easily and common to do. However, I think the team up of Gamma Charge is going to be our final pick for the day. What that is if you have a Hulk, that will give Iron Man Gamma Overdrive, which boosts his already incredible powers even further, and gives Namor a Gamma Turret, which, if you've encountered it in any capacity whatsoever, is stupid to fight. It does a ton of damage, has incredible range, and is a laser beam. It is one of the highest pick rates at the current moment, and having a very strong tank like the Hulk, and then your anti-dive Namor with your busted Squid, topped off with your Iron Man, who already is very strong himself, there is literally not a better damaging ultimate than this. The only reason why it's not as high up as it can be is because Hulk gets banned quite a bit. Same thing with Namor. Iron Man, not so much, although he's still very strong. But if you ban Namor, that welcomes in more easily the dive teams. If you ban Hulk, that 1 negates the team up, and the 2 gets rid of a very, very strong tank that you really don't want to deal with. The value of this team up cannot be understated. So Hulk by any means is not a bad hero, but having the team up makes him one of the best heroes to pick, especially with how common Namor is at the moment. Iron Man isn't as important. It's still a great, great team up ability for him, but it's not as important. And that's a wrap on this team up Marvel Rivals video. Tell me, you think there's a better team up at the moment? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, hit that like button if you're still watching, subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already, and stay tuned for the next one. YouTube thinks you like this video next. Let me know if you do.